So I feel like it's been a while since I've recorded any of this project. I've made some pretty good progress. I've got this retaining wall built, 5/4 boards with 4x4s concreted in. I've backfilled all this with a combination of compost and peat, layered with cardboard. My neighbor was getting rid of this compost bin. I brought this in. I've already got a couple things planted in here. Got all the irrigation heads capped and just got boxes so I know where they're at. So now I'm just leveling this up, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've already smoothed all this. So it's been scraped, and I'm gonna keep just basically working backwards today. You see how smooth this is, and kind of how lumpy that is there, so I'll keep digging that out. Lost a fair amount of stuff during that big freeze we had. This is one of my oranges. It is coming back, but really slowly. I lost my blood orange, so I got a new one. I lost my lemon, got a new one. My tangerine got cut way back, but it's coming out. So I figure another week or so and I'll have this done. I'm probably just gonna dig it down and put like 3 inches of compost and granite sand and then just sod over it. I've already got most of my spring summer veggies in. Peppers, cilantro, more peppers, basil, eggplant, more peppers. This is still remnants of my winter lettuce and spinach garden. So we get more spring summer stuff's going in here. In here, I still got to harvest the carrots. Everything's starting to green up. I did some more leveling in the back yesterday with more compost. Just trying to get the slope a little less pronounced and then filling in some of the low spots. So trees are coming out. Apples coming out. Had to replace a palm tree there. All the roses lost their leaves. Got a green there now. So starting to finally get some color back in the yard. I figured another month all this will grow in. The grass, it'll be much healthier. I still got that little spot down there to kind of level up a little bit more. And I've got more produce over here. I've got 2 more eggplants, a lunchbox, and a squash. I'm also back to brewing compost tea. I've already used 1 5-gallon bucket this morning. Then in here, I'm taking my grass clippings and one's grass clippings. I think that one's grass clippings and water, and this one's food scraps and water. So I'm gonna let it sit for a couple months and try to see if I can make some liquid fertilizer out of it. I'm just gonna let it just sit there and brew. Here's the bottom of the compost tea. I've already used some. I dilute it with water from Rain Barrel, and also put some in the composter this morning because the shredder you've seen in the videos, we're shredding a lot of cardboard and leaves and stuff, and that's 50% of what's in there right now. So I wanted to kind of get some microbes in there, start breaking breaking it down, what's left of it, just break it down. So today we'll keep digging. So I'm gonna stop for now. Digging through this clay is brutal. So not even halfway to the home sign yet. Well, I don't know. Just about halfway to the home sign. So I'll get back on it tomorrow. I'm cutting a nice trench along this side though, so I'm gonna have really good drainage. Again, it's hard to tell from this angle. Should be nice when it's done though. So here's the carrot harvest for this year. A little on the small side, but an abundance. Here's some of the standard oranges, multicolors, some deep reds. I'll take it. Okay, so here's our mat on this pathway. I got it completely dug down, leveled. I brought in 2 inches of granite sand and compost, and then top dressed it with another inch of compost. Laid the irrigation down. As you can see, it's puddling up there. We're working as advertised. I got all this stuff from Drip Depot. All the connections, the fittings. I'm tied into the factory for the original irrigation system right there. Here's the second one. I basically ran 2 zones. It's tied in right here. It's on a T. It's feeding all the way around. There's little drip puddles. So basically the goal is, and I've got to fix some of these guys in here. I noticed they're all gankety. So it's all level going down to the neighbors. So the project at hand today is to lay sod. So here it is looking back to the street. I'm planning to push it down into the soil, large compost as I go along, lay inside. I've definitely got to straighten this piece out right here. Again, the weight of the sod will help me keep everything straight. There's somewhat of a ground level perspective on this. So everything's working on the irrigation side as it's supposed to. And I went with Bermuda Celebration. It's supposed to have like this little bluish green hue to it. So I'm getting ready to start laying that. And here's the pallet of sod. All right, so this project's pretty much done. Here's the sod, the Bermuda laid. I've got it all watered in. I think it's their, the Celebration is the cultivar that I got. Turned out really nice. I was even able to get a decent section over here. Now I kind of want to just resod the whole back since I got so much compost in here, but this is it. Actually, I think it might even double as a putting green, but time will tell. Oh, and I gotta finish this last piece of construction. Still got one more 5/4 board. I gotta cut some funky angles to make it fit in the back, sand it, stain it, and this is where my trash cans normally sit. So this project's officially done as of today. So this was a lot of work. It took me about three and a half months to get to this point. Just working on it here and there. So hope y'all enjoy.